Hey everyone, it's Pearlescent Toys back in today's video with another Marvel Legends action figure review. And today we are looking at Jean Grey and the Phoenix Force, the Phoenix Deluxe box set. Man, oh man, am I excited for this. This is one of my most anticipated figures of the year, side art. And here's a look at the back of the box. A cosmic power known as the Phoenix Force fuses with X-Men mutant Jean Grey, becoming a nearly unstoppable force capable of peace or destruction. Ooh, okay, no more waiting. Without further ado, let's get into the review. Founding member of the X-Men, Jean Grey would become fused with the cosmic entity known as Phoenix during a perilous rescue mission in space in X-Men issue number 101, which released in 1976. The character would become the focus point in some of the most acclaimed X-Men storylines in history, those being the Phoenix and Dark Phoenix sagas. We have gotten several Phoenixes throughout the years, one from Toy Biz and a handful from Hasbro, the Juggernaut Wave, Toys R Us exclusive 2-pack, X-Men Retro Collection Wave 2, and an unreleased version in a white uniform instead of the traditional green or red. Oh, and by the way, she doesn't come with this little Phoenix accessory. That came from the Retro Collection. Kicking things off with the Sculpt in the paint apps, and the boots right here are all molded in gold. Beautiful looking, very reflective, and very vibrant as well. And you know me, I love having vibrant figures on the shelf because it just makes them stand out even better. There really isn't a whole lot else to them. Up here on the thigh joint, though, the green up here is painted, and you could already see right there, the paint is already chipping right there. And that's a pretty big bummer because I definitely want to move this figure around a lot. I'm just afraid that if I continue doing that, I might chip off even more paint. I'll give them this though, the green that they used for the upper thigh and for the rest of the green plastic, it matches up perfectly. Like, it looks seamless. Now, what I will say is that I kind of wish the boots were raised, like sculpted separately, kind of like Miss Marvel. It was such a neat touch to have this on the Miss Marvel figure, and I kind of wish they had done that on this one as well. Now, moving up to the sash, you know, one of the most iconic design pieces of this character. It is sculpted in a gold plastic, and the flowiness of it and the reflectiveness, the shininess is just breathtaking to look at. And there's that tiny Phoenix symbol right there on the side. This sash is of course reuse from the Retro Collection Wave 2 Dark Phoenix figure. The only complaint I have about the sash is that it covers up a tiny bit of this beautiful torso sculpt. Yeah, me thirsting over action figures again. What's new? You can see some shadowing in between the crevices of these abs. The musculature is just perfect. It looks and feels like it leapt off the pages of the comic books. The back as well, there's some shadowing right here and on the upper torso as well. And I love how it goes down and then it's cut off by these wrinkles in the cloth. Oh my God. Some shadowing in the butt crack. Dude, I could see why Wolverine was so persistent in getting at Jean Grey. Cyclops, you lucky, lucky man. We get up to the upper torso and, oh, wow. Like, it's beautiful. Like, I cannot stop staring at that Phoenix symbol. Yeah, it is painted so well. It's very crisp. There isn't any paint splotches or QC issues right there. Like, it is so even, so straight. And the gold they use for that is just breathtaking to look at. It's so reflective, and I love how glittery it looks as well in the background of it as well, going up the neck too. Yeah, it just looks great. And yeah, her boobs. Come on, focus, JP, focus. Just like with the boots, it is sculpted in a gold plastic. The upper part of the bicep is painted on. And that continues all the way down to the hands that are also molded in a gold plastic. And again, the gold, great. It looks great. But just like with the boots, I kind of wish it was raised here as well. All right, moving on, let's go over the accessories, and she comes with a handful of them. First up is this smiling head sculpt with her hair flowing in the wind, and it just looks beautiful. It is so breathtaking to look at. The promo shots made it look like an old lady's head. I was like, uh-oh, are they going for like an older Jean Grey here? But I can't say in person, it does look a lot younger, a lot more youthful. And that hair, yeah, there's like shadowing in the crevices of the hair, and it just makes it pop out even better. And from just a design standpoint, I just love the red hair, as it is going to help this figure stand out even better on the shelf. The eyes are just mesmerizing to look at, and the lipstick was done to perfection. the rest of the makeup as well. Just a wonderful, wonderful head sculpt. It makes me wonder how it looks like on other action figures. I might do a short about that. Stay tuned. She comes with one other head sculpt, and this is like her powered up head when she goes like, I am the Phoenix, and she phoenixes over everyone. It is so incredibly different from the first head sculpt. First off, like the hair isn't flowing into one direction. It is like going back, and you can just see the sculpt of it. Wow. Just the individual strands all together. It looks so powerful. All the shadowing is also prevalent in this hair. It just gives this figure that extra aura of like just being this powerful character. Hold on. Are the eyebrows? Oh, that's weird. The eyebrows are different colors. That's interesting. And I love the paint apps for the eyes, how they're whited out. The lipstick and the rest of the makeup as well look great. Just a phenomenal head sculpt. She also comes with 2 open hands. She also comes with 2 fisted hands. For her final accessory, she comes with this Phoenix display stand. The translucent orange plastic they use for this looks great. I especially love the tip of the wings, how it gets darker towards the end of them. Transitions from a lighter orange to that darker orange. The head is also able to move, and I think that is a pretty nice touch. You can't really move all too much, just side to side, but I mean, it's something. You can see the eye is painted in up here red. There is a hole on the base stand that you're able to put Jean Grey into. You just insert her foot. It does cover up a tiny bit of her leg, but I don't know. I think it looks great. I think the trade-off is fine. You are able to remove the Phoenix itself. It comes with this little piece at the base that keeps the whole thing together. You just take that out and you just take it apart from there. And yeah, here it is separated from that base stand. You can't really do too much with it outside of it. Like, yeah, I don't know. Maybe you just like put some fishing wire to have it floating. I don't know. Nonetheless, it is really cool that you're able to remove the Phoenix from the display stand because like not only is it useful for Jean Grey, but for other fire-based Marvel characters as well. You could just use this for them. So yeah, neat touch, guys. Now let's go over the articulation, starting with the powered up head sculpt. And she is able to bend her head back this much, not a whole lot. She's able to look down this far though. And there is pivot there, but the hair doesn't allow her to move it side to side. Regular side-to-side movement though, yeah, that's there. Now going over the smiling head sculpt, and same as the powered up head sculpt, she isn't able to bend back that much. She can look down a little. There is pivot right there, just barely any. And of course some side-to-side movement. Her arm is able to move this far up. And with that butterfly shoulder joint, she's able to go this far back and this far forward. She has shoulder rotation, an upper bicep swivel, and a double jointed elbow that's able to bend in this much. Your standard wrist hinge allowing her hand to move up, down, and all the way around. With the combination of that mid diaphragm joint and lower ab crunch, she's able to bend this far back a really, really good amount. And also bend forward a really good amount as well. She has pivot at the diaphragm as well as some side to side movement. And her leg is able to kick up this much, go out to the side that much, and go back not really at all. Upper thigh swivel, a double jointed knee that's able to bend back this much, and her foot moves this far down, this far up. And now moving on to the size comparisons. First up is the Juggernaut Wave Phoenix and the X-Men Retro Collection Phoenix. And here is how that Retro Collection head looks like on the brand new body. Yeah, looks pretty good. And now putting the brand new heads on the Retro Collection body, it also looks really good. The skin tones actually match up really well. And then here is the regular head on that Dark Phoenix body. Again, looks great. Now continuing with the size comparisons, here we have X-Men 97 Jean Grey and Love Triangle Jean Grey, Cyclops from the VHS collection, and Cable from the Zabu Build-A-Figure wave, Wolverine and Storm, Deadpool and Hydra Bob, Darwin and Morbius, and finally Jeff the Landshark and Spider-Ham. Alright, time for my final rating and my overall thoughts. I think I'm going to give Phoenix here a final rating of 9 out of 10. Yeah, I'm like sort of in between 8.5 and 9 out of 10, but I think I'm going to lock in on 9 out of 10. There are some very small cons about this figure. Firstly, the lack of accessories for Jean Grey herself. She just comes with 2 heads and 2 sets of hands. If you're excluding the base stand, that's pretty bare bones. For a figure that they were originally asking $50 for, I think it's insane. Kind of wish the gloves and the boots were raised up in the sculpt. Other than that, this figure just hits the nail on everything. Those head sculpts are just beautiful. They're breathtaking to look at. That sculpt is gorgeous, especially in some areas. And that Phoenix base stand is just an all-time great accessory, in my opinion. It looks so freaking good. And it even like stands up to like the Diamond Select version. That's been the staple for a lot of X-Men displays. I'm of course talking about this one. I may even dare to say that this one looks even better than that. And the ability to remove the Phoenix itself from that base stand, so you're able to use that stand for other fire-based characters, it's just such a nice touch. So yeah, 9 out of 10. But yeah, that'll do for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please comment down below what you thought about the figure, and while you're at it, please like and subscribe and share with a friend. Anything you can do to support the channel will be greatly appreciated. And with that, I will see you in the next one. Bye. Is that the noise Phoenix makes? The character would become a those being the Phoenix and Darks, the Phoenix and Darks, and again the gold, and again the and again the gold looks breathtaking. And I think the translucent VHS Cyclops and Colossus, VHS Cyclops and VHS Cyclops. It is so useful for not just Phoenix, but for the blooper reel on this video is going to be so long.